Hey guys, this is Ready Opco. Welcome back to Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Move the Game, part number 10. In the last part, we did most of Now That We're Men, and in this part we are going to finish it up by doing the block challenge and actually finishing the level. So this block challenge, there's 3. This is the second one. This one is pretty bad. It's really hard. First, it starts you off with spinning blocks, which all of them have spikes on one side or another. So you have to be vigilant as to what side the spikes are on so that you can jump on the block, because you have to jump pretty much every time they turn. You have to be really careful here because these spikes... Oh crap. Did we at least get to the next... Oh crap. We might have to restart this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and restart this one. But this one's pretty hard. It gets to a point later that's really hard. The turning block segment, the starting segment really isn't that bad. But let's go. Just make sure you time your jumps right. Make sure you don't end up on the side with spikes. Otherwise you will, of course, die. And dying is no fun. Now, the weird thing about the spikes is if you manage to land just perfectly, like in between all of the spikes on a specific block, you will save yourself. You will not be hit by the spikes for some reason. What was that? Oh my god. I'm not even gonna restart it this time. Well, I will, because I don't want to get all the way to the end and then just run out of time, so I will restart it. But, like I said, this one's really hard, so... Yeah. Actually, you know what? I did not do the last recording with my window full screen. With the Pinnacle Studio 14, when you're recording, when you're importing data, basically recording, you have the option on your thingy to record full screen, to have the window be full screen. And I totally forgot to put it on in the last part. Doesn't really matter though. For Mad World though, Mad World, it was really hard, and when I was doing Prototype alongside Mad World, it was really bad if I didn't put it in full screen. I couldn't see anything. Alright, here's a trampoline block part, which is cool. You basically have to get higher and higher, which this can be kind of tough actually. But you can kind of tell, because you're looking at it from a top-down view, bird's eye view, it's kind of tough to do because you can't really tell which direction the blocks are supposed to be in. But it's not that bad. Alright, this part. Oh, crap. Yay, we made it. We're safe. Yeah, if you manage to be, you know, Jesus, Patrick can save himself. He can pull himself off from the edge of the block. But because the edges of these blocks are rounded more, yeah, see, right there, I should have been able to grab onto the ledge. But because the blocks are kind of rounded on the edges, I wasn't able to. Right there, if I had barely made it, I probably would have been able to. Alright, this should be safe. There we go. Come on, make it! Yeah! But, I don't know. I think they should have made these, like, actual, you know, cubes without the, bamboo border, I guess it would be. How the hell am I supposed to be able to tell? Oh crap. Alright, next block. Go. Please. What?! What?! You gotta be... Oh, that was stupid. That was a stupid death. That should have not happened, because you saw me grab onto the freaking edge of the block, and then it was like, oh, perfect, you're dead. Game. It's normal logic to be able to grab onto ledges, especially when this game has no logic. Alright, let's see if we can still make it, though. I don't think we'll be able to, though. We can try. Alright, and then this is basically an orgy of different types of blocks that we've seen throughout the level. There's freaking these blocks. Oh, God. There's the disappearing blocks, and the trampoline blocks, and the blocks that turn and have spikes on them. So it's a veritable, you know, frickin' Basically, they're boning you with, you know, 3 different types of blocks. And then blocks that are constantly turning, as well as being, they're constantly turning, as well as, moving. Alright, and then this, you basically dodge all the spike blocks, which really isn't a matter of skill, it's a matter of luck. And then you fall onto the Goofy Goober token. That took us 5.5 minutes. Oh, that was ridiculous. But like I said, it's really hard. Wait till you guys see the last block challenge. Really ridiculous. Like, ridiculously hard. Alright, now we're back in the level, and we can't do Frozen Lava Desert, as I've explained. We need Patrick's last move, which we do not have at the moment. We will have it in the next level, though. But let's go ahead and grab our end of level token, and the stairway leading up to heaven! Yes, stairway to heaven. Awesome. Okay.
And that is how SpongeBob and Patrick escaped the trench full of hideous, disgusting monsters. Meanwhile, Dennis continues to follow our heroes. Some unsavory types attempt to get in his way, but he manages to reason with them. And so, like 2 tin cans in a trash compactor, SpongeBob and Patrick continue on, blissfully unaware of the danger closing in on them. Standing in their way is a field full of stanky garbage, but with Shell City somewhere on the other side, they have no choice but to push on.
Alright. This is the next level, Shell City dead ahead. This part really, I don't remember it specifically in the movie. I remember them getting out of the trench, and then this never happened. So this is really an extra level that never really happened in the movie.
To brainwash unsuspecting ocean creatures.
Which is strange, but whatever. Then again, the slide missions didn't really happen either. This game is fairly faithful to the movie, but this part is 0. Just never happened.
Patrick, you've
Alright, I think you need 25 tokens for this one. This is the Patrick's throw move.
Now with improved targeting. Whatever that is.
Anyways, shut up. Basically, you can grab an object, such as these safes, which we can't destroy normally. You can come up to them, grab R, and then press R again to throw them. And then this music. This level's music is horrid. I hate it. It's really bad. Not a fan of it. Not a fan. Alright, and this one with the explosive barrel. I'll just hit the explosive barrel. But now that we have the throw move, we have the ability to throw objects such as watermelon. Why not watermelon? You know, like black people eat. I instantly regret saying that. That was very horrible of me to say. Sorry, black scribers. That was horrible. Alright. I'm gonna go back and do this. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to start Shell City dead ahead in this episode. I don't want to do it. So I'm not. Instead, I'm going to do Frozen Lava Desert and see how much time I have left. This probably isn't going to take that long. However, there is something extra that I do want to get on this level. There's an extra that I know how to get, and I might as well get it. I mean, if it's there, I might as well get it. You know what's really strange? On the, on every single text in this game, everything is uppercase except for the eyes. The eyes are all lowercase. I don't know. I just think it's really weird. Is it gonna load? Or, no. I should put in like elevator music for this part. Hopefully my game didn't freeze. I don't think it would have, because otherwise it most likely would have actually frozen everything and the loading animation would no longer be playing. But yeah, I should put in elevator music. Da na 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 da na 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 da na 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 da na 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 na. Alright, it's been like 2 minutes and already. If it does end up loading, then I'm gonna cut to it. If it does end up loading my freaking level. But if not, then that'll be the end of this part. I'll reset my Wii. So this is Ready Op Go, and maybe signing out here. Yeah. But I'll cut to it if it does end up loading. So, I will see you guys then. If it doesn't end up loading by the 12-minute, yeah, if it doesn't end up loading by the 12-minute mark, I'm just going to assume that my game is frozen and that I need to restart my Wii. So, I will see you guys maybe in the next part. So, maybe not, I don't know. But this is Ready Op Go, and I will see you. Unfortunately, my game hasn't loaded yet, and I've been sitting here for quite a while. So, I will see you guys in part number 11 of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Movie the Game. Unfortunately, my game decided not to actually load my level. So, I will see you guys in the frozen lava desert in the next part. Alright, later, folks.